When I first started trading, I told someone very, very close to me, and what they said to me was actually extremely damaging. They told me that it was impossible. Only 10% of people actually ever make money with trading, and I nearly listened to them. By the end of this video, I want to make it very clear to you guys on why it is important to never tell anyone that you trade unless you're making good money and you have proof that you are a good trader. So firstly, what actually is the upside to telling people that you trade? Oh wait, literally none. There is no upside to telling people you trade other than tying it to your ego to make yourself feel better. Now, what does this do initially? What does it do? You tell people that you trade and they think, oh my God, that's so cool. Then you have the pressure to actually perform and show them that you make money. So then what? Then you've attached your emotions and your ego to trading, which is the number one rule of what you shouldn't do. Okay? The number one rule. So, not only have we told people that we trade for our ego, these people can tell you that it's a terrible idea. And these people can derail you and actually stop you from trading full stop. Stop you from making however much money you want to make or to be successful within trading. They can stop you from doing that. So why would you tell these people that have no experience? Because that's what they are. You're telling your friends, you're telling your parents, you're telling people you know, your cousins, I don't know, that you trade, and they have no idea how to trade. And they are telling you that it's a bad idea, that you're going to lose money. So why listen? Because in reality, you are not going to take advice from someone who doesn't run on how to run a marathon, are you? So why listen to people that literally do not trade or have no experience in that field, for that matter, on their opinions on what you're doing? So that's the first point I wanted to make. Now, going into the second point, I wanted to say that even other beginners can even harm your mindset. There's a quote where, a lot of people know this, where you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around with. Okay? So if you are hanging around in a Discord group of unprofitable people, what does that make you? You're taking advice from people who are not profitable. So what does that make you? It makes you unprofitable. You're taking unprofitable advice. You're taking that on. So you need to surround yourself with people who are profitable, who do have that proof and that experience. And number one is they're not going to tell you that it's a bad idea and that trading doesn't work, because they have made it work and they understand how to make it work. Okay? So they are going to encourage you instead of push you down. So why is separating your ego from trading so important, especially when it comes to telling people? So number one is because you are operating from the result, and your identity is tied then to the result of your trading. You have a bad day, you're a loser. You have a good day, that makes you a winner. Now, when you're operating from this, so what? You take a loss one day, you go into the next day with the same mindset of, I'm a loser because I lost yesterday. And people perceive you as losing. So what do? So, like, for example, your parents, they ask you, how's it going? Oh, you say, I had a loss today. Boom, they're even more skeptical now. They're going to try and derail you even more. They're going to try and push you off this path even more, and they're going to try. But not because they hate you and they don't want you to succeed. It's because they actually care for you and they think it's not going to work, but they do not understand. I cannot stress that enough. Okay? So you need to trust your own gut and trust your own brain to do the right thing and to carry on with this, because nothing in life, if you want to be successful, is easy. Okay? Moving on. I think I got a bit derailed. You want to focus on operating from process-driven instead of outcome-driven. So tying your identity through telling people has a negative effect on your trading tremendously. So all in all, from this video, I want you to focus in silence, keep goals private, and I want you to then, after you have made money and after you have, progressed and you're starting to see constant profitability, then you can tell people. And don't brag about it. Be more proud and just say, yeah, I'm making this. Don't worry about it. Okay, you don't need to tell me anything. Close off your brain to any external opinions unless they are valid opinions, like from experienced people that you would want to take advice from, and you will succeed. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have learned something. Peace.